Hey gang, here we go. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do our third worksheet, so when you're looking for that, I don't have it. Alright, so write a polynomial function that has these zeros, so 5 and then 3 plus I. So 3 plus I is a root, so it's 3 minus I. So x minus these guys are factors. So if we do x minus all of those, we'll get our equation. So here we go, distribute the x through, or the negative through, we get that. And then let's multiply all the red stuff together. Okay, so here we go. And we get that, we get that, we get that, and then put the x minus 5 through. And there you go. Isn't that a beauty? All right, so describe the transformation. Okay, so if our parent graph is f of x equals the square root of x, then what is negative 1/3 equals square root of x plus 4? Okay, so this plus 4 means go to the left 4 and then down 2 right there. This negative means reflected over the x-axis and then a vertical compression of negative 1/3. All right, and then so same directions, but the negative 1/3 is on the inside. So still to the right 2 up 4, and then that negative on the inside means a horizontal reflection over the y-axis. Okay, and it has a horizontal stretch of it's always the reciprocal of this number. So 1/3. So horizontal stretch of 3. Okay. As Pascal. All right. Okay, so let's graph this rascal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and graph the cube root of x minus 3. I'm sorry, the cube root of x is, the cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of 1 is 1. Cube root of negative 8. Anyway, so we get that guy. I was doing that with my kiddos in class. So let's move this guy, this graph over here, to the right 3 up 6. Okay, so there we go. And there's no stretch or compression, so there it is right there. Okay. All right, so this one here, it's asking, it's giving us a hint. It's a horizontal stretch. Okay, so how much does it stretch horizontally? Okay. So our 0, 0 is 1, negative 1. So we're going to put the x plus 1 in there. Remember, opposite same, and then negative 1 right there. And then there's our parent graph right there. And then so b is up 1. It's over a half. So this is how much it goes over. It goes over a half. So 1 over a half is the same as 2. Okay. Oops, I should have an x right there. Let's put that x in there. Let's see if I can. Should be an x right there. Okay, so x minus 1. Okay, groovy. Okay, all right, so simplify. So the cube root of 27 times the cube root of 9, and then bing, bang, boom, you should get that. Okay, 16 to 1/2 is the same as the square root of 16. 27 to 1/3 same as the cube root of 27. Anyway, you should get 7. Okay, I am reading that as 4 to the 1/2 and then minus 4 to the 3/2. So 4 to the 1/2 is the same as 4, let's say 1/2, 5/2. So 4 to the 1/2 is the square root of 4. So here's my 5/2 power, and the square root of 4 is 2. Here's my 3/2 power. There's a 2 right there. So 2 to the 3rd is 8. Anyway, you should get 24. Okay. All right. So 25 to the negative 1/2 is 25. 1 over 25 to the positive 1/2, which is 1 over the square root of 25, which is 1 over 5. Okay. All right. So 8 to the 2/3 minus 8, or sorry, plus 8 to the negative 2/3. So this becomes 1 over 8 to the positive 2/3. So here I have up here 8 to the 2/3 is the cube root of 8 squared. The cube root of 8 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So this is 4. This is 1 over 4. So 4 1/4. Okay. All right. So when we have a fraction to a negative exponent, you flip the fraction. It becomes a positive exponent. So again, 4 to the 3 has power is the square root of 4 to the third power, so we get 2 to the third is 8. Okay, easy. Alright, so here, several ways to do this. So we have the fourth root of 625, which is the fourth root of 5 to the fourth, which is just 5. And then x to the 20th, the fourth root of that is x to the 20th fourth, which is x to the 5th anyway, so you get that. Okay, groovy? I don't know, I guess I did it another way with my kiddos. Okay, so there's imaginary 1 here, powers to powers. We multiply 2 times 2 is 4. Here we're going to do y to the 4 fourths. It's always this power over this power right here. Alright, when you do that, you get that. And so there's our answer right there. Okay, so here we have x to the 8 fourths power over x to the 6 fourths power, and then we can subtract those exponents. Boy, I think I went backwards. I think I did, yeah. Okay, and then we subtract those exponents, and then x to the 1/2 is the square root of x. Okay, so here I think that's a 2/3 power. So 8 to the 2/3, x to the 9th to the 2/3. Anyway, so so 8 is 2 to the 3rd, and then excuse me, powers to powers, you can multiply those and cancel things out, and there's your groovy answer. Okay, all right, so same sort of thing, you can set it up and get that. Okay, fractions to negative exponents becomes the reciprocal of the fraction to a positive exponent. So anyway, so find the inverse. Okay, so y equals all that stuff, and then you flip-flop the y's and the x's, and you start solving for this y right here. So we subtracted 7 from both sides, we get that. Then we multiply by the reciprocal, we get that right there. Okay, I'm not done. Still solving for that y right there. So I got that right here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add 4, and anyways, there's our groovy inverts. Okay, all right, you guys take care.